Hello everyone, Alec DeLorean here, and I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Today I'm going to be making my Star Wars Hunters tier list for the current 13 hunters in the game. Now, before that I start this list, I will say that this is based on my experience within the game. It's based on the best, but yours may be different or drastically different, but that's what makes it fun in the end. So let me know what you agree with or what you would change. Also, I will be doing it in two ways. First, I'm going to start from the worst and work my way up, and then for each tier, it will be worst to best from right to left. Now, before we get into this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and even comment if you enjoy videos like this and want to see more. Without further ado, let's get into the D tier, and the first D tier hunter is Sprocket. He can be played well and still do great with him, it's just comparing him to the other two healers that are in the game. He's just out of their league and he's better at buffing / debuffing rather than straight up healing. Because of this, I would 100% take the other two healers on any map, any game mode rather than Sprocket. Now, there's going to be no hunters in C tier. I feel like the rest of the hunters are all good in their own way and that can work well, just some maybe better than others. So the first in B tier for me is Grozz. He is quite fun to play, to be honest, but I do feel quite limited with him. A lot of the time I am trying to chase up with people, I have a hard time catching up to people, and Grozz certainly struggles more on open maps like Ewok Village. But like I said, Grozz is one of the more fun hunters to play. Next on my B tier is Imara Vex. She is fun with her grapple and rocket, and she is quite good at bursting down other hunters, but other than that she doesn't really do much else in other areas, especially objectives, which is why Imara Vex is good for squad brawl, so the team deathmatch, but not really any of the other objective game modes, as a lot of the time you have to be close range with a lot of the objective modes. Now we're getting into the tier list where I find it quite hard to choose who is where and who is better than the other people in their tier, but next in B tier is Aran Tal. He is extremely fun purely for his mobility, as he is really good in chases, as he's always better to be close range rather than long range. That's why he ranks higher than Imara Vex for me. Next we have one more in B tier, but I feel like they could have been in A. They're like on the edge of A/B, but I put them in B just so then I have a more evenly spread tier list. And that hunter is Jedi. Now he is only in B tier because statistically when I play him, he never really gets crazy damage or crazy amount of kills. He's just really good at applying pressure for the opposition and being really annoying, which is very underrated. His block stamina is really good, and he has the ability to stun people and even cancel out their ultimates. So that does it for the B tier hunters. Now let's check on the A tier hunters. These are all hunters that can work well in lots of situations, and I feel like I'm more likely to win matches with these hunters rather than B, C and D tier hunters. First in this tier is Utooni. I love Utooni so much, and I think he's my favorite damage hunter in the game just because their kit is super fun to use and their damage potential is super high, since most of the time Utooni can damage more than one person at a time if they're grouped together. Once you master their abilities and weapons, you can do so much with them in game. Next on my list is Diago. I feel like he could even be higher up in A tier in this list, maybe ahead of one or two more hunters, just because if you can consistently hit heads with Diago, your opponents really struggle in the game at this point, as they should, because Diago is a high mastery skill hunter. But for me personally, I feel like I can get more value in other hunters, especially objective based modes. Next in A tier is Zaina. She is my second favorite hunter in the game, but that might purely just because I love support classes or characters in games, so naturally I may be biased with supports. And she can heal a lot and in quite decently fast succession. She's also quite tricky to kill as she has a small hitbox and she can roll quite a lot, so naturally she has very good survivability with self-heal and movability. The next hunter in A tier is Charr. Charr is quite situational, and because of that, he could probably drop a few spots maybe. But when I play Charr, I feel like I can get a lot from him, and I help the team a lot when I play him, because he's really good at making it difficult for the opposition, and that's what you want from tanks really. Also, his ultimate is very satisfying to use, especially when you can chain a few kills together. Now just one more space for A tier, and that final space is for Slingshot. When I first started playing Slingshot, I wasn't really a fan, but he instantly grew on me. The more I play him, the more I have more fun. He's a fantastic objective-based hunter, especially power control, just because he's so fast at getting around the map. And he's also quite hard to kill, so a lot of the time in 1v1s, he does come out winning quite a lot of the time. Now that A tier is done, we just have S tier left. Well, we all know who's in this tier, but at this point it's more of a what order they are in, so now it's like a ranked top 3 in the game. So first in S tier and ranked 3 best in the game is Rieve. She is definitely the best damage hunter in the game, and she is the best at being a game changer, as she can single-handedly win your team games, especially using her ultimate. She has a very nice kit with lots of maneuverability, bursting down all of the low health hunters within a matter of seconds. Her only downfall is that she's very squishy, so she does die very fast, so you have to kind of pick your targets. The next in S tier and ranked 2nd best in the game for me is Skora. She can do it all as she needs to. Heal teammates? Check. Capture points alone? Check. Deal damage and even kill hunters? 1v1, maybe even 2v1? Check. She's extremely difficult to play against, and even when her health does get low, she can get out of a bad situation within a blink of an eye. It also helps that her ultimate at times can fully cancel out objectives for the opposition, but similarly to Rieve, her only downfall really is her health, so she is quite squishy. And there you have it, just one hunter left, and I'm pretty sure not many people will be surprised, and a lot of people were probably expecting this, but the last S tier and the ranked best hunter in the game is Sentinel. Sentinel is classed as a tank, but I feel like he should be classed tank slash damage, as he can be quite ruthless against a lot of hunters. Yes, he does a lot of damage, but what tops it off is his stun on top of that, and you pair it up with the extra firing speed when you put up your shield. So for a lot of the time, for a lot of the hunters, if you get stunned by a Sentinel and he's staring at you with malicious intent, you're done for. You just have to accept death at that point. So the downfall for Skora and Rieve is that they have low health, not a problem for the Sentinel. He's a tank, so he naturally has a lot of health than most other hunters. So he's quite a pain to take down, and a lot of the time, or even most of the time, you need more than one hunter to go against Sentinel just to take him down. So that means he's probably the best in 1v1 situations. So there you have it. That is my personal tier list for Star Wars hunters, ranked from best to worst, or worst to best. But I won't keep you any longer. So if you agreed or disagreed, or you wanted to mention that you want to change something, let me know in the comments. So if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe for more content like this and everything Star Wars Hunters, and I will see you in the next video.